Hey everyone, sorry it's been a while. I've been working on a different channel of cooking, so if you like that, subscribe to that one up here. But for this video, I decided to make one of those cups that looks like the Geode rocks. I think this turned out awesome. One of my favorite cups I've done. So if you like it, give me that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Without further ado, let's get into it. For this cup, I started with a white base, and then I used my torch gun to heat up an area of the cup, and then use some alcohol inks to form kind of like geode type shapes. You can see where the cup is warm, the alcohol ink immediately dries. This turned out to be a pretty good technique for what we're trying to do. However, I really recommend that you do this safely because obviously fire and alcohol don't always mix very well. So be very cautious if this is what you're trying to do. I think using a heat gun would probably have the same effect and be a lot safer. So I used two different colors. I used a green and a purple and just went around the cup and made different areas that kind of look like geodes. Sometimes the two colors mix together, and I used a lacquer thinner to separate those areas again and lighten them up. After I was done with the two colors, I noticed there were some areas that looked a little sloppy. So I just went back through and painted them white. However, I noticed that black would probably be a much better background color. So wherever I did the white, I just went back over it with black. You can see that with these two cups. So this one is pretty much done on the coloration. I went ahead and painted gold and silver around some of the dark areas, and then some sparkles in the black area. So I'll kind of go through this pretty quick, but what I did was take some gold paint and some silver paint, and just anywhere that there's a dark coloration inside the green and the purple, I added this gold. And then the outside of both of the colors, I went over that in a silver. This took a lot of time, but it really made the cup look even better. Those veins and all the different colorations inside the colors, you can't beat it. I would really recommend that you just follow the pattern that the alcohol inks made themselves. Like I said, once you're done with the gold, go ahead and pick a silver and go along the very outside where it meets the black. I then took my airbrush and used a sparkle iridescent type paint and sprayed the whole entire cup. I think this turned out pretty good. Once I was done painting the cups, I took some mercury glue. Any type of super glue should work. I like the mercury glue because it gives me a little bit more time to work with it. I dabbed it in each of the colors and took some crushed stones that were similar in shade and added it to the glue. This gives the cup a little extra texture, and once you cover it in epoxy, really looks pretty amazing. I like doing these subtle little things inside the cups. That way, the more you look at it, the more you see. I even had some black, so I added it into the negative space. Once you're done with this, I went ahead and coated it in epoxy. I really like using epoxy. I know some people just use clear coat, but when I've used epoxy, it holds hot liquids longer or cold liquids longer, and it just gives it a much better outside look. So once you fully coat it, take your hand and make sure you have no areas that you may have missed. I went ahead and popped all the bubbles with a torch and then let it cure overnight. This is the final results. Like I said, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give me that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below if you like it. I really appreciate all of you watching.